People have got to have clean water. People have got to be touched. And Meta Shaker asks you to go out and be a change maker. And it is what all these brothers and sisters of ours looked into you and said, Frederick will be a change maker, go out and change the world. You've got the issue of young people. This country is in particular problems. Over 75% of our population are young people, 30 years and below. But an opportunity is on our doorsteps. An opportunity that Rotaract is no longer a program of Rotary International, but they're part and parcel of our family. What are you going to do to make sure that they grow? To make sure that they improve on what they're doing? To make sure that there are jobs for them? What are you going to do to make sure that that institute called the Vijana Power works and does not only work for our own children, but works for the entire country? These are the kind of things that are going to confront you, that I know, that by the time you are chosen, and through the process of training that you've gone through, and I was delighted when the incoming assistant governor mentioned that training, go out and do it. Go out and do more. Because when you do more, posterity will say Frederick led the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak, and it went up and built a foundation for future leaders. You need to grow more. It's not a question of doing more when you're not growing more. You need to grow more. Let me tell you, and I used to say that almost every day when I was district governor, anything that does not grow will just die. Anything that does not grow will just die. If you're complacent and you say, oh, the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak is big enough, and no. I have attended fellowship in the Rotary Club, one of the Rotary clubs in Los Angeles, with 600 members. And it too is a club. It's a club. We need to grow more. And Maker Shaker gives you a responsibility that for the first time in history, we must cross the number of 1.2 million Rotarians every year. And we must. We must, and I beg you, we must. Because without these hands, we're not going to do more. We need more hands to do the job. We need these hands to do the job. And look here. I like this idea because it helped me start 2-3 clubs. Just in this your phone alone, each one of us, you've got contacts. Immediately after this fellowship, this installation fellowship, just to go and look at the contacts in your phone and say, okay, this one probably, if you feel is not a good Rotary material, leave that one. If you find, oh, this one could make a good Rotary material, put them down. In the end, you'll find yourself with not less than 15 names in your own telephone. Go out and reach out to them. Go out and reach out to them, and we shall be the most proud Rotarians. When District Governor-elect John Namira comes here as District Governor and says, oh my God, the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak is hitting 100 members in Rotary. And it is possible. It is possible. It is a matter of giving yourself a commitment and say, yes, I can do it. Saying, yes, it is doable. We have got friends. We've got relatives. But we're so selfish, we do not invite them to come and join this great organization that humanity has started. Fellow Rotarians, let's grow more. Each one, at least one. Each one, at least one. And I will follow up. And I'm such a dictator when it comes to targets. And I'll tell you, I'm such a dictator when it comes to targets. And Timothy past assistant governor tells you, when we're doing our IPO for our business, we started it as a very small thing, quality chemicals in Ikatwe. But we grew it to one of the major pharmaceutical manufacturers on the African continent. And this club is so dear to me, because when I was looking for a Rotarian who could join our board of directors, I came to this club, and Timothy is a member of our board. Basema. But that's not the issue I wanted to tell you. The issue, I am going to follow this up. Let's grow more. Let's do more. Day by day, Frederick, I'll be calling you. How many members are joining? And I'll work with Governor John as he takes leadership to see that this club makes him proud. But the beauty, I am not a football fan. But if I were to join football, I would say the best words I've had in football are the terms, "you'll never walk alone." You'll never walk alone because you've got a big family of Rotary. You'll never walk alone because you've got all these governors. It is not that they don't have anything to do in the morning. It's because they don't want you to walk alone. And I will never let you walk alone. I'll be by your side. In these projects, in membership, please let me know. Where we can help, we shall help you. But let's grow. Let's grow, let's do more. Because when we do this, posterity will count you a great man. Posterity will count Rotarians of this club to be great people, that they did not live for nothing. And your children, and the children of your children, will say, yes, these ladies and gentlemen did not live for nothing. And they will say it was their finest hour in doing good. They will say they made our country, Uganda, a better country to live in. God bless you. Okay, thank you. Do we call him former president? They are instruments of authority. My brother Frederick, come. A number of documents will be given to you. The files that he uses to administer. I know we're going paperless. There should be systems of handover of these instruments. But for today, I would like you to test the beauty of power. Never misuse it. You could test it for the first time. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, our chief guest, past district governor Emmanuel Katongole, for those moving, hearty, and touchy words that you've given us to go with in this serving year. Now that you've slightly felt the warmth of your seat, we cannot call you PE anymore. Let's welcome the change maker President Fredrick Kitakule to give his acceptance remarks.
Our chief guest, past district governor Dr. Emmanuel Katongole, our DGE, John Indamira, DGN, Honorable Mike Sebaru, DGN, Peace Taremwa, past district governors in attendance, the country and district leaders, both outgoing and incoming, the opportunity presidents, Changemaker presidents, members of the Rotary fraternity, guests and all friends of Rotary, both online, on air, and physically here, a very good morning to you all. First and foremost, I would like to invite you to join me in thanking God that has enabled us have this wonderful moment of fellowship this morning so far. But also, I would like to take a moment to appreciate and thank my dear wife, Leila Kagawu Kitakule. If you don't mind, you could stand. Thank you so much for not only accepting to journey through life with myself, but also for allowing me and supporting me to serve as a Rotarian and allowing me to live my passion to the fullest of serving humanity. Thank you so much. I also join members of my family that are present here, but also those that are online. I thank you so much. And then I turn to my Daybreak family members. What can I say? But I would like to say, first and foremost, thank you so much for not only mentoring me, but giving me opportunities to serve in so many positions in the club up to this day, when you've given me the confidence, but not just that, a great trust to serve you as the Changemaker President in the Rotary year 2021-2022. Thank you so much. So, friends, precisely I want to make a brief remark about my Rotary journey. My Rotary journey started with one of my best friends called Kim Madsen, and I know he's online, with whom we've served community for the last 11 years. But I remember one day, it takes just an invitation, and he says, Frederick, I see a great Rotarian in you. And not only did he stop at that, Rotary is the world over. When he heard that the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak is being formed, he said, I want you to be a charter member. He did not stop at that. He went ahead to sponsor me for my, dues for the 2 consecutive years. Not because I couldn't, but to show his commitment that he's ensuring that I'm planted into Rotary, never to leave. And to this day, I've never left, and I will never leave. Thank you so much. Through the years, I've had so many opportunities, like I've said, to serve through the various capacities in the club. And I'm so greatly humbled, exceptionally privileged, that I've been chosen and entrusted by the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak to serve as Changemaker President. To that, I'm so grateful. Friends, indeed, as they rightly say, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to go far, walk alongside with others. Allow me at this moment introduce to you the gallant members of the board of the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak for the Rotary year 2021-2022. And I would request that if I mention your name in the interest of time, you could just stand. Indeed, like I said, I am humbled and privileged to serve as the president, and my vice president will be Rotarian Dorothy. If you're here, you could stand. She's online. The president nominee who will double as our treasurer is Rotarian Edward Mugerwa. Our club secretary will be Rotarian Patience Musime. If you're here, you could stand. And I know that the sweetest moment of a president is when you're handing over power. But I know that it is not the end, it is just the beginning. Our incoming immediate past president is going to be our club trainer, but also to ensure that he rallies all the past presidents of this great club to support us and see to it that we keep the flag of Kampala Daybreak high and above. Our club administrator is none other than Irene Katende. One of the most important persons here is our club directorate. The club director, we are so passionate and committed to growing membership in Daybreak. And this is going to be led by Rotarian Jane Opito. The reason for which we exist as Rotarians is to serve above self. And our incoming projects director is none other than Rotarian Amanya Wilberforce. The Rotary Foundation is at the center and the epicenter of this great club. So our Rotary Foundation director is none other than Dr. Sylvia Arinitwe. She's not here with us, but she's online. We need able and trusted club mobilizers. And we have trusted Past Assistant Governor, Dr. Timothy Basima, Past Assistant Governor, Dr. James Onywain, and Past Assistant Governor Frederick Chibedi, who is online, to be our club mobilizers, to mobilize us and ensure that we excel. Our International Relations Director is none other than PHF +7 Rotarian May Valji. Anthony Ogwang, who is online, will be our Mission Green chair. Youth service is the future, not only of Rotary, but the future of our country and our entire world. So we are so committed and will be consistent in not only empowering, but ensuring that we work together with our youth under the leadership of Rotarian Faith Tushabe. Our Rotary Blood Bank officer is online, Rotarian Ruth Kanyaruju. On to the DCA officer is going to be Rotarian Hannington Thenge. Friends, it is normally very important for you to stop in every journey and check how far am I. And our immediate past president, Dr. Hajat Safina Musene Kisu, is going to be our monitoring and evaluation officer to check how well we are progressing. Friends, we have appointed representatives of the Rotaract fraternity. We want to empower these youth and we want to work with them. And I'll request PE Adrian, if you're here, if you could stand, and PE Pat Kaizi. These are going to sit on our board to represent Rotaract. But I also want to recognize the presence of Opportunity President Nyakuni. If you're here, Rotaract of Chambogo, thank you so much. You're really very dear to us and we want to work with you. Friends, these are the men and women that are going to steer this club. And I look so much forward to the same time this year when we will be standing here before men, giving an account of celebration of what we have been able to achieve under the leadership of our Changemaker District Governor, John Indamira. Allow me quickly move to the how. We are talking about impact-based projects. Impact starts with membership. First and foremost, we want to maintain 90% of all our existing and current members. And as you've rightly heard, we want to grow our club by 100% at least as a bare minimum. And we have already started the journey. We've already started the journey. I want right now to request the intending Rotarians of Kampala Daybreak who are present with us to stand. Who are those who are getting ready for induction to stand if you're here. That is just the starting point. These are ready to already start the journey. Knowledge and information is power. To move this great organization to which we belong of Rotary to greater heights and be a part of it, we need to impact and equip ourselves with as much information and knowledge as possible. So we shall ensure we attend all the district and country trainings. But not only that, we have planned and prepared to conduct 6 in-house trainings all through the year to ensure that we equip and impart knowledge about Rotary to all our members. Indeed, the DCA is a must. We are so much excited to join new District Governor Ndamira in Naivasha. And I know that all the members of this club, I look forward to look behind in Naivasha and say, here we are, the Daybreakers in Naivasha. We are indeed committed to do that. We are in unusual times, and there is a call for us to adapt to the new norms that have taken shape. So for this reason, we have given access to Zoom accounts to all our club directors so that they can be able to plan and prepare and conduct their meetings independently for those that they choose to be online, so that we are not going to get any challenges to move together. Friends, I want to address what we are planning to do in service of the communities for which we exist. First and foremost, we intend to do a project in maternal and child health with the Women's Hospital in Kawempe. I know this is a signature project of this Rotary, and indeed, we are going to be part and parcel of this. We want to ensure we are part of the men and women that have seen to it that there is enough blood in our Rotary blood bank in Mengo. So we shall indeed drive ourselves to that. And friends, as you so much very well know, as a club, one of our signature projects is basic education, is under the area of focus of basic education and literacy. And we have planned and prepared to construct and inaugurate 7 early childhood development centers across the country of Uganda. This will be in Kalungu District, Masaka District, Mbarara District, Kamuli District, Ngora District, and Kakumiro District. And to crown up it all, we are seeking to establish a satellite early childhood development center in partnership with Makerere University so that we can be able to tap into the area of early childhood development. And this has been possible riding on our relationship with Makerere that already exists of the Peace Center. So we shall indeed do this together. And friends, like I said, these early childhood development centers are not just buildings. We want to use them as fulcrums around which we intend and plan to build other projects within the 7 areas of focus, among of which each one of these is going to have a project in water and sanitation. We are going to do water harvesting and ensure there are water tanks to ensure that there is water around these early childhood development centers. And not just that, for the sustainability of these projects, there is a need to address the aspect of community economic empowerment. So in partnership with an Indian farmers association called CITA, we are going to impact over 1,000 farmers, and these ones we are going to encourage them to do commercial farming, and in particular to do soybean, for which we already have market and plans are already underway for the same. This club is known for being the first in so many things. But one of the things I want to mention, this club sponsored the first, and is continuing to sponsor, the first deaf student to undertake CPA in Uganda, Betty Najemba. She is a deaf student, and we will continue to support her until finally we see her to graduation. Friends, many are the things that we intend to do. In the interest of time, allow me address myself to one of the critical arms of Rotary, which we are so committed and passionate about in this club, which is the Rotary Foundation. Not only have we planned and prepared to give, but we are also prepared to utilize those resources that are embedded in the Rotary Foundation. We have targeted to raise at least $20,000 in contribution to the Rotary Foundation, and we also are committed to raise one major donor in this very club, the incoming Rotary year. Our chief guest, you challenged us and interested us and encouraged us to work with the youth. Indeed, you rightly read our hearts. It is quite unfortunate that my friend PDG, John Wagwan Sibirwa, is not here with us for his bereavement, as we all know in the Rotary fraternity. But indeed, plans are underway for us to work closely with him to do a global grant. And what are we going to do? We want to empower the youth. We want to empower the youth. We are going to use all these 17 early childhood development centers we have, first and foremost, to ensure that we do mindset change trainings for all these youth to be able to enable them secure their future very, very, very ably. Friends, we cannot do this alone. We cannot do this alone. As I said, we intend not only to nurture, but to sustain all the existing partnerships that we have as a club, some of which have already been mentioned, not so to repeat, but just to briefly mention so many partnerships. I read Church of Uganda, Ministry of Education, Unity, Makerere University. I could go on and on and on. These are very important partnerships that we have as a club, and we'll continue to nurture them. Coming back to the youth, we want to ensure that at least 10 Rotractors who are going to be selected by the Rotary Vijana Power and the Rotary Roses, we are going to create internship placements for at least 10 youths under our club to ensure that at least they get to know what happens in the world of, in our workplaces. Ladies and gentlemen, we have also planned to sponsor 4 youths to Raila, but also for non-Rotractors to Raila, to acquaint them with what happens in the Rotary fraternity. So, ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues in the Rotary fraternity, and our dear guests, with your support and with the guidance of God, but also with the vision, leadership, and direction that are well presented to us by the Rotary International, by our district leaders, I hereby not only accept, but commit to diligently and unreservedly serve as the Changemaker President of the Great Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak in the Rotary year 2021-2022. Friends, allow me conclude with a quote of Winston Churchill, who said that we earn a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. So therefore, I'm going to request you, friends, let's be cognizant, let's be aware of the hurting communities that are not only around us, but are across us. I invite you to join me as we give of our talents, as we give of our time, as we give of our treasures to serve humanity above self. I thank you. May God bless you and make you a blessing.
Thank you, Changemaker President Frederick Kitakule, like Governor Emmanuel said, for not just being tall alone, but having tall projects and programs you're thinking in your Rotary year and explaining them to us. Thank you very much. Allow me recognize for today DGE Peace Taremwa from District 9214, who's very fresh because yesterday or last evening he hosted DGE Young Kimaro, who's our incoming governor for District 9214. So now he has the pin of District Governor-elect for District 9214. You're most welcome. Allow me at this moment to also invite our DGN, who in a very few hours shall become DGE, to officially introduce to us our DGE, who's going to be the DG very soon, and also make his remarks, since we've had his changemaker president also commit in his remarks. DGN, Honorable Dr. Mike Kennedy Sevaru.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians. I've been given a responsibility to perform and introduce our district governor-elect. But I want to begin by thanking President Fredrick Kitakule for a wonderful acceptance speech, which was very colorful, with very impressive statements like securing the future. Dear colleagues, in the interest of time, I would have summarized the resume of our DGE. But as a matter of protocol, I have to present it the way it is given so that you get a clear understanding of who our leader is and what he stands for and what makes him tick. So our change maker governor, John, has been a Rotarian for more than 24 years, having joined the great organization in 1996 as a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala North. Over the years, he proved his worth and usefulness by his exemplary service on various club committees, leading to his elevation to club president in 2007, 2008. In 2014-2015, he served as assistant governor, after which he continued on an upward journey of service in various capacities, including but not limited to the following: 2015-2016, treasurer for the 93rd DCA. This was an assignment he executed with such a high level of efficiency that he realized a big net surplus. Part of this surplus was useful to kickstart the Samwori Vijana Power Village in Busunju. 2017-2018, he chaired the District Planning, Implementation, Monitoring and Evaluation PIME. His hard work together with his team was evident in the district achievements. The district was recognized for best contributor to the Rotary Foundation, realizing the highest net membership gain, attaining highest growth in Rotaract in Zone 20A, receiving the prestigious RI Award of planting 1.6 million trees. 2019-2020, he chaired Rotary International USAID host committee worth $4 million program, and it was executed as per excellence. Being a Rotarian, DGE John delights in improving the quality of life of members of our communities. It is for this reason that he is a generous contributor to the Rotary Foundation. Currently, he is a major donor level 2, a member of Bequest Society, and a member of the Paul Harris Society. That deserves a clap. DGE John understands the value of networking and continuous learning. To this effect, he's attended 18 district conferences, 4 zone institutes, 15 international conventions, and from these engagements, he's acquired a wealth of knowledge which he's willing to share for the good of District 9213 in particular and Rotary in general. Our governor incoming holds a Master of Business Administration from Eastern and Southern Africa Management Institute, ESAMI, postgraduate diploma in business management, and the Bachelor of Arts, Social Sciences, Social Work and Social Administration from Makerere University. He has more than 20 years of experience leading transformational projects that promote sustainable natural resource management and agricultural enterprise development. He's currently working as the national coordinator, program coordinator of the Farm Income Enhancement and Forestry Conservation Program, a multi-sectoral program executed by the Ministry of Water and Environment. So when you talk about transforming society and communities, he earns a living from that, and it is also a hobby, and it is also a way of life. DGE John is a family man and happily married to Barbara Magezi Ndamira. Together, they are blessed with 2 sons, Timothy and Matthew. And a few months ago, we joined them as a family celebrating matrimony of one of the sons, Timothy. And so they've also got a daughter and a daughter-in-law, just like I indicated earlier on. And they are people who appreciate humanity. The daughter is from Tanzania. So when you talk about East African integration, they are practicing it. They are not only theorizing about it. Congratulations, John. They also have an active granddaughter, Cincy, who keeps them quite busy and on their toes. The family has generously hosted several group study exchanges, participants in this country. Finally, I just want to say John Magezi Ndamira is a warm personality, soft-spoken, amiable, and such a likable character. Join me in receiving our district governor, incoming, John Magezi Ndamira.
Thank you, Governor Mike, for the kind words of introduction. Friends, protocol has been observed. Allow me to speak to you in less than the time it has taken to introduce me, because I know we are pressed with time, we have scheduled meetings and so on. But allow me to thank Governor Emmanuel Katongole for officiating at this function. And my first time to get close to Governor Katongole, if you recall, he took me out for tea. He called me and said, I would like to invite you for a cup of tea. I said, what? At that time he was a governor. I said, what does the governor want with me for a cup of tea? I said, where, sir? He said, Serena. Oh, he chose the best. I obliged. And we had a cup of tea, and then he asked me, I would like you to organize our district partners in the convention in Sydney so that we celebrate together and we deepen those partnerships. I said, sir, I'm at your service. I did agree. I was unable to travel, as you know. That year I lost my mom. But the event went on as planned. I handed over to my colleague who organized it very well. But the reason I'm saying this is to President Frederick Kitakule. Governor Emmanuel said, never walk alone. You repeated, never walk alone. And I would like you to inspire your board, inspire the members of this club, that every activity that you do, you don't walk alone, but the way to do it is to invite them for a cup of coffee, invite them for high tea at your home on a Sunday, ask them to take a walk with you in the evenings when you plan to take a walk, or if you are strong enough to jog together in the morning. That's where Rotary business is hammered. That's where the bonding takes place. That's where issues get solved. Here, in these kinds of meetings, there is a lot of pressure. So don't walk alone. And I want to say, I will join you. You will not walk alone during my year as Changemaker President. I will join you when Sheikh Meta says, do more and grow more. Yes, we shall do more, but we must communicate, we do, in order to grow more. And I'm happy you've invited the potential Rotarians in this installation. Keep inviting as many as possible at every function. Not only the potential Rotarians, but your partners in service. Invite them to every function. That's the way to communicate. The youth, can you imagine more than 80% of the Ugandan population is below 30? Take advantage of those young professionals. You promise to build their capacity. Invite them in every function that you hold. That's the way we shall grow. That's the way we shall leave a strong foundation for Rotary into the future. Finally, I would like to thank outgoing President Johnson for creating a strong platform for continuity in this club. This club has grown from strength to strength every year. Together with your board, I take this opportunity to thank you for the great things that you've done to bring this club to where it is today. So friends, I promise to talk for less than the time I've been introduced. I want to thank you once again and look forward to sharing with you many more times when I visit this club during my year as governor.
Thank you very much, our incoming Governor, DG John. Allow us to appreciate that in the protocol, thank you. And at least we already had his remarks. It was very calculative that he gave his remarks on time before he leaves. And allow me right now to call Rotarian May to please come and give a vote of thanks.
I think mine is to ditto what the past governor has just said. Thank you, everybody, for making the effort to come and join us, to be part of this celebration, to welcome Frederick, President Fredrick. Welcome, and thank you so, so much. A lot of work has gone into setting up this function. I think the people who are here, who are responsible, I think they need a clap as well to say thank you. I think we have to say thank you to the Fairway Hotel for accommodating us and giving us the service that they have. But thank you to each one of you. I've not said your name, I've not acknowledged you, but believe you me, what your presence has done here is amazing. And I want you to all say thank you to yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rotarian May. Please, Sergeant at Arms, Rotarian Stephen Wakasenza, please come and give us our statistics.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Baguma Asman, the PR of this club for the past 3 years and in the incoming year. Thank you. No change. We have to stick to power. Okay, in summary, since we are out of time, we are blessed online with 140 attendants. We had past district governors, 2, district nominees, 2, past assistant governors were 5, and all other members. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming and making this club proud and always moving forward. as the sober club. As past President Timothy Vasima always says, the club is sober, but we are not sure if the members are sober. Thank you.
President-elect, please come forward, and the opportunity president, so we are going for the cake cutting. I don't know who you want to come to cut the cake with, but please come forward. The PDGs, the governor-elect, and I think governor nominee, and your team, please kindly invite them to come forward. I'll count 5, and we shall officially cut. 1, 3, 4. Congratulations, President Fredrick. Go be a change maker alongside other leaders and other Rotarians. And congratulations, the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. Thank you very much. Before we have the, let's have the final toast. But also remind us that there is tea being served and some snacks. So when you're done here, you can pass behind and get some tea. But let me call Rotarian Wilberforce Amanya to please come and give us the final toast.
Thank you, our Master of Ceremonies today. Dear Rotarians, this morning, those online on call, and all of you present, I say good morning. For this wonderful and beautiful day that we've had this morning, for the installation of our PE, I would like to propose a toast to Rotary International.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Wilberforce. We once again want to thank you, all of you who came to be physically live with us here at the Fairway Hotel for the installation of the 10th President of the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. We also want to thank our online family that has followed the conversation throughout. PDG Tusu, all the PAGs online, the assistant governor-elects and the assistant governors serving now, past president, opportunity president, charter presidents, and president-elects who are the changemaker presidents that will serve with Changemaker President Fredrick. We all want to thank you, and also allow me recognize and appreciate the Atlas Cargo Systems from our very own PAG Sam Wanje from Rotary Club of Muyenga, who gave me a notebook that I've used throughout this event to make sure that I note everything down. This is a very beautiful notepad that I got from our PAG and Country Vice Chair for District 9214, PAG Samuel Manje. I want to thank the morning crew where I come from, also bring you greetings from the Rotary Club of Kampala Morning Stars. Once again, I was privileged and honored to be your MC for this morning. I'm Rotarian Samuel Ngambwachi, the Charter President of the Rotary Club of Kampala Morning Stars. Let's go change lives as we serve in the year 2021-2022. Have a fantastic day, and may God bless you. As we switch off, allow me, not to be a very big-headed child who will not appreciate the mother. I'm proudly mothered by the Rotary Club of Bukoto, and here we are represented by our DGN, the incoming DGE, Honorable Dr. Mike Sevalu, Opportunity President Maseke Inowisho, and Changemaker President Rotarian Edith Mujwisa, who we shall serve with. And I also take the honor to have said I served with the Opportunity Presidents, and I'm also crossing to serve with the Changemaker President. So Rotary Club of Bukoto, thank you for planting me and also giving me a chance to serve.